Welcome to another part of shopping cart series in .NET. As you know, I have built this series around a year ago. Now I am adding few features to it. In this tutorial, we will show all orders to admin, update payment status and update order status. I am not typing line by line code in this video, so it is going to be a little bit fast. If you are following line by line code, then please pause the video according to your need. So let's get started. First of all, create a class inside DTO folder and name it order detail model DTO. Add these fields there. Add another class in similar directory and name it update order status model. Add these fields there. Add required annotation to the order status ID. Now open iUserOrder repository, update this method. Now add an optional parameter of bool type get all equals to false here. Now add these methods too. Now open the user order repository. We will perform some changes on this method, so remove this existing method. Now click on iUserOrder repository and press Ctrl plus period or Ctrl plus dot symbol. Select implement interface. Okay. Now add async keyword to this user order method. Let's write a query here. So this query is the result of joining order detail, book and genre table. At the end, we have to put dot as queryable. At this stage, we won't fetch any data from database. Now, if get all equals to false, then find user ID. If user ID is null or empty, then throw this error. Now filter orders here and return orders dot to list async. At this moment, when you write dot to list async, it will immediately execute the whole query and fetch the data from database. In this case, it will fetch all the records from database that is corresponds to the logged in user's ID. If the above condition does not satisfied, we will return the orders dot to list async. If get all equals to true, then return all the orders. Otherwise, return the logged in user's order. In this method, we will fetch all the order status. In this method, we will fetch an order by given ID. Now, we will work on change order status method, add async keyword here and following lines. First, find an order that is corresponding to the given order ID. If order is null, throw this exception. Now set order status ID equals to data dot order status ID. Now call db.saveChangesAsync method with await keyword. Now we will work on toggle payment status method, add async keyword here and the following lines. First, find an order that is corresponding to the given order ID. If order is null, then throw this exception that order dot is paid equals to negation of order dot is paid and call db.saveChangesAsync method with await keyword. Now create a new controller with name admin operations controller. Add authorized keyword on the controller level. Set roles equals to admin. Only admin can access this whole controller. Now create a private read-only field underscore user order repository of type iUserOrder repository and create a constructor with parameter user order repository of type iUserOrder repository. Set underscore user order repository equals to user order repository. Create new controller method with a name all orders. Set var orders equals to await underscore user order repository dot user orders and pass true as an argument. Return view with orders. Add a new method toggle payment status. It will take one argument int order id. In try block we will call user order repository dot toggle payment status method and pass order id to it. Catch block will be empty. Usually we log exceptions here. At the end, return redirect to all orders action. Now add a new method change payment status with an integer argument order id. First we will find the order with this id. If order is null, then throw the error, otherwise we will move further. Now we will retrieve order status list with user repository dot get order statuses method. With select method we will project this list to the select list item type. Inside select method we are returning new select list item object. It have three properties: value equals to order status dot id dot toString. Value is corresponds to the value of drop down. Another one is text equals to order status dot status name, which is corresponding to the displayed text in the drop down. To get the selected order status, we have the next value selected. We will set order dot order status id equals to with comparison operator order status dot id here in order. If order dot order status id matches to the order status dot id, then selected value will be true, otherwise selected equals to false. Now we will create a new object var data equals to new update order status model and set these values here. Return view with data object. Now we will create the post method for change payment status. It have one argument data of type update order status model. Put a try block. If model state dot is valid equals to false, then set data dot order status list equals to this code. It is the logic for generating the list of select list item type, which is the same logic defined in previous method. We're gonna copy it from the previous method, only you have to do one change here in the selected property. Here selected equals to order dot order status id equals to data dot id, but there was selected equals to order dot order status id equals to order status dot id. Return the view with data object. Outside this if block, call await underscore user order repository dot change order status method and pass data object here. Set success message to the temp data msg. In the catch block we will set message to the temp data msg. At the end, outside the try catch block we will return redirect to update payment status action method. Since this method takes one argument of integer type, so pass an anonymous object with property order id equals to data dot order id. Now open the layout page. We need to add a link here, so add this link here. Only admin can see this link. In the if block, write if user dot is in role book shopping cart mvcui dot constants dot roles dot admin dot toString, or we can cut this line. Open the global usings file, paste that line here. Now you don't have to write full path of constants in any view or write any using namespace in any view. Now open the admin operations controller, create a view for all orders. So you have to right click on this method name and select add view, select razor view, click on add. Now uncheck the create as partial. If it is checked, click on add button. Our view is created now. Let's remove this heading. Now add a div element here. Set style equals to 100%, class equals to empty2. Empty means margin from top. Now we will define if else block here if modal does not equals to null and modal.count is greater than 0, and in the else block we will write this line. Now we will work on the if block section. Create a table here with these bootstrap classes. In a tr block we will have following ts: order date, name, email, mobile number, address, payment status, order status, and actions. Now write a for each loop here and loop over the modal with capital M. Inside this loop we will write tr with following tds. First td have order data, and we are also changing its display format. Display other columns data like name, email, mobile number, address. In the next column we will display payment method and payment status. Order.payment will display payment method, and with a conditional operator we will check if order.isPaid is true, then we will display paid, otherwise it will display not paid. In the next column display the order status. The last column is the actions column, and here we will define 3 link buttons. First link will be order detail. Next one is update status, update payment status. When you will click on this link, it will be redirected to update payment status method. Through ASP route order ID, we are passing order ID parameter with a value. The last one is toggle payment status. It will be redirected to toggle payment status method. Through ASP route order ID, we are passing the value of order ID parameter to that action, to the action toggle payment status. Now run this project, click on the orders link, and these are all the orders. In real world scenario we do not display all the data because it can be expensive. What if you have thousands of records? You do not want to fetch all the thousands of records, so you have to use pagination. In the real world scenarios you also have to search the orders, like you can search, you want to search the order by order date, or you want to search order by product name. You also want to sort the orders, sort by order ID or product name, something like this. So in the real world project or applications you have to perform all these operations, but we are not going to do in this tutorial. Now go to the views admin operations folder, right click on it, select add view, select razor view. So create a partial view option must be checked. Our partial view is created now with the name view.cshtml, and we have to rename it to underscore order detail model.cshtml. So why we are using underscore at the starting? Because it is a naming convention for the shared layouts, so we are going to use underscore here. In this view we will create the bootstrap pop-up model. Open the browser and search bootstrap hype modal, modal, not model. Click on this link, scroll it down and copy paste these lines. So paste these lines inside the partial view. Now copy data dash bs dash toggle and data dash bs dash target attributes and open all order view. Here we have this link button, order detail, paste these attributes there. Data dash bs dash target equals to hash example model should be similar to the id of the model. Now just below the toggle payment status button, we will call the partial view, write @await html.partial and name of the partial view with the whole path. Now let's run this application. Go to the order section, click on order detail. Model is getting opened. We are rendering this model inside the TD block with the help of partial view. Since the TD is inside the for each loop, it means model will render multiple times. For each order there will be a pop-up model and each order detail button is linked to the specific model. But the problem here is every render model have the same ID, example model. For example, we have 3 orders, and if you click on the order detail button, it will get confused which pop-up model I have to open. So we need a unique ID for every pop-up model. So how we will do this? Open the partial view, add this line here at the top, at the red model order detail model DTO. Now set id equals to model dash @model dot div id, which we will receive from the all orders view. Now open all orders view, set data dash bs dash target equals to hash model dash order dot id. Here pass a new object of type order detail model DTO. Set some values like div id equals to order dot id, order detail equals to model dot order detail. Write id dot toString because div dot id is a string type. Since each element have unique order id, so our model will always have a unique id. One more thing, make sure to render this partial view inside the last TD block, otherwise it will cause a CSS related issue. Now open the partial view, change the model's title. Here we will create a model body, so create a table here with these column headers. In a for each loop we will create a new row here with these columns. In the last column we are calculating the total price. Now run the application, go to the order section, click on the order detail of first row and you can see the order detail here. Similarly, you can see the other order details of other orders. Let's remove this button, we do not need it. Now let's work on change payment status. Right click here, click on add view, select razor view and click on add. If the option create as a partial view is checked like mine, you need to uncheck it and click on the add button. Remove this line and add @model, update order status model at the top. Now add a h2 tag with text update payment status. Below the heading, add a link button with text back, which will redirect us to the all order action. Now create a form, set style width equals to 50% and ASP action is update payment status. Set class equals to pt2, it means some padding from the top. Add a hidden field for order id. Now add a div with class mb2, it means margin from the bottom. Create a select element here with class form control. ASP4 equals to order status id, ASP items equals to capital MODEL dot order status list. We will have a default option here with empty string as a value and its text will be select payment method. It will also have a validation. Now create a submit button. At the end we will check if temp data message is not null, then display the value of temp data msg. Let's run this application. Go to the order section, click on change order status button, change the order status to delivered and submit the data. Click on the back button and it is updated. Toggle payment status is already built. We just need to call this method. No need to create a view. So click on this button. You can see payment status is changed. So I was testing this code and I found few typos. First one is update payment status. It must be update order status. Rename the name of post method to. The next one is here in the all orders view. Update the SPXN value to the update payment status and update the name of this view too. The next one is in the update order status view. Change label name to order status and option text to select order status. Now here in the update order status post, return redirect to action name should be updated. The next one is in the order status. In the update order status view, change the SPXN of the view also. Now we have fixed all the typos. So we have added few features in this tutorial. I'm ending this series here for now. If you find any bug, please mention it to me. I would try to resolve this bug. Either I will make a video and I will try to update this application. So that's it for now. Make sure to like, share and subscribe. See you next time.